Welcome back to AM Northwest. If your family heirlooms are starting to accumulate, how do you know which ones are really worth keeping? Here to share some helpful tips, we welcome back antique appraiser Gary Germer. Great to see you,
You
sir.
too, Helen. Thank
Okay, I bet you have a lot of great collections.
Personally, I don't. I'm kind of a minimalist.
No way.
I think it's because I'm around it all day long.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like I owned it while we were doing it. And then
But you get excited about certain things.
Oh, I love it all.
Yeah.
I'm like a child in this. That's why I tell people I probably would have made more money if I'd gone into real estate, but I wouldn't have had any fun.
There you go. Okay, let's start with a couple of these. These are like holiday items. Here's like a pumpkin. Move
Right.
this out of the way here.
Well, I know last time I was here, we talked some about holiday things, and this is what I did. Is to prep for this, I called several friends of mine who are weekend warriors who go out every weekend to buy things.
Yeah.
What do they make the most money on? Holiday things. People give them away for nothing, and these can be worth significant money.
This is definitely an antique.
Yeah, these are really kind of fun and obvious we had in. So there's other stuff that isn't quite as neat. But if you're looking at stuff from, say, the 1960s and earlier,
Yeah.
chances are it's worth significant money. And so...
And then where do you sell it? Well, there are all sorts of places for collectors to look for things like this, right?
Right. And I have some lists that I gave to Tammy, the producer, and we're going to have them up online for people to connect with. But if you're going to research the values on stuff, get familiar with eBay, advanced search, and look for what's sold. Don't just skim through eBay, because people ask crazy prices for stuff.
Yeah.
And if it's sold, you can see what it actually sold for. Holiday things are people will be cleaning out grandma's house, and oh, that's kind of cool. They keep a few things, and then oops, they end up just breaking, just blowing them out for nothing.
Okay.
And they can do really well.
But look at the Santa too.
Fun.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the things that caught me, because I'm getting ancient here, is up front are video games. My kids' generation, they're in their late 30s, my two daughters, can be worth significant money.
Really?
Used video games. So you have like the two here, or about four, but the little cartridges here that aren't in the box are still $40.
Oh.
This one here is $50. This Pokemon one is $250.
Oh, wow.
And it's and so the world record for it is for an original Mario Brothers, the original cartridge, in its original packaging, never opened, sold at Heritage Auctions in Texas last year for $1.6 million.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so
incredible.
what it is people tend to buy their childhood.
Yes,
so
I was going to say, that's the age that you're looking at now. That makes sense.
Exactly,
Okay.
and that's why if you're cleaning out the house, the kids have been out of the house for 20, 30 years, and you're going to get rid of all of their toys and stuff that's accumulated. Slow down, check into it.
And see what you can sell.
There's a place called LukeyShop.com. Again, this will be on the website.
Okay.
Of where it will help you to research whether or not you have anything really good.
Okay. You have books, too.
Books. Now, of course, the number one way that you get money out of books is by shaking them.
Yeah.
So if you're cleaning grandma's house, make sure you kind of take a minute and look through the books.
That's so true.
Children's books have held their value. A lot of interest in children's books and cookbooks, and people can make a living just with that. But condition.
Yeah.
But there's people who collect like the Aldecott winners, like this one here.
Yeah.
They'll collect all the Aldecott winners and stuff.
Again, it's going back to the childhood.
Right. Yeah, and of course, a lot of books are valuable, we know, but the ABE books is a great place to research those.
And this one I've never heard of before.
Well, the reason that this is interesting is the illustrator is Maurice Sendak, Where the Wild Things Are.
Of course.
So he was a great illustrator of a lot of different books. This is kind of a rare one that he illustrated that you don't see very often.
Yeah,
and so it's a dumb story, I think. That's why it never sold. But,
but the illustrations were amazing.
Now it's more records. I know we've had records here before. People constantly make a living with records because they go to garage sales and buy them for your choice, $1, $2 each, and then they take them and they sell them anywhere from $10 to $20, and sometimes they score big. But you can consistently get a lot more money from your records if you take some time, especially if they're rock and roll. Nobody really wants the Percy Faith and the stuff that our parents listened to, the easy listening stuff. But the stuff like rock and roll and jazz and things like that. If you had a record collection and it has gathered dust for the last 30 years, take your time, do some homework. Discogs.com is the place to do your research.
Okay, great. Okay, somebody clearly knows a drag queen.
Yes, yes.
I love this so much, so much.
First one that fits me with the glass.
Look at that.
Mask.
That's incredible. Wow.
And I've been told that I have a flair for the obvious, but it is obviously you're going to look at your jewelry.
Yeah.
But I have a friend of mine who goes every weekend to estate sales and garage sales, and last year she told me she made $24,000 by picking gold and silver out of a box just like this. It said your choice, $3 each or $2 each.
Because she can tell the difference between
well,
gold
she keeps
and
so if you're going to take time, really look at it. It'll be marked 14K, 18K. Learn your marks and really look at it. Then there's other things like this is a designer piece. That's made by Yves Saint Laurent. And so if it was just a regular Czechoslovakian set, you'd be looking at maybe $100. But because it's a runway piece with Yves Saint Laurent, you're looking at.
Are you saying these are real diamonds?
I wish.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be here.
That can't be right.
Yeah, I'd be in Hawaii now.
Okay, but it's the designer that makes this expensive.
That's what you want to look for, is what they call branded.
Okay.
Branded jewelry. And you know, they all did it. Chanel designed some.
Right.
You know, all of them did. A set like this, it's between $500 and $700.
I love that so much.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and then this.
And then this was one that came from, you know, Spencer's Gifts. You know, it's just a fun little rhinestone, and it'll bring you $20. You know, but that's the thing about it, is that you need to slow down and take your time with a jewelry box. There's more money per square foot here usually than anything else you're dealing with.
Oh, okay.
People think, oh, it's one item. Yeah. Vintage clothes, everybody knows vintage clothes, still hot. I still have clients who, if we're going to be running an estate sale for them, oh, honey, we helped you. We gave grandma's clothes away already before we got here. And I want to just, you know, no.
No, you want to keep the clothes. Okay.
So check the vintage clothes, and condition again means everything, but it's still a red hot market.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
If you're thinning things out, look at it that way.
Okay. And what do you have an
I have my old Bose radio here, and the reason I brought that is another major thing that is hot is old electronics.
Okay.
And you can especially if you have stereos that have tubes, you know, old ones that are in working condition and whatnot, can be surprisingly valuable. Bose, anything Bose or a brand name like that, it's one of the top things that sell on eBay and the internet is old, I don't know why, but old electronics. And some of the old like tube receivers and stuff have a much better sound and whatnot. So if you have a stereo, I haven't played a record in 30 years and it's been in the, you know, sat there. Before you just haul it off to Goodwill, there's a website called Audiogon, and again, it'll be on site. That will it's where it buys and sells it. So buy and sell electronics, and you can get exactly where the market's at on that sort of stuff.
Who knew about that? That's fascinating. Gary, great advice.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, very much. I love this. I love this especially. All right, we're going to put that information, as Gary said, on our website at k2.com. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.